just received notice that Jay Gatsby has been shot.
Wow, what awful news, Rachel. He was loved by many. This is a sad day in history for sure. Do we know when the funeral is?
No, but suspects and evidence are trying to figure out who killed him.
Well, once we get the report with facts of the murderer, we will share it as soon as possible.
That's right, Denise. For now, let's look back on the life of the great Gatsby.
Indeed, he was great. He was known for throwing his extravagant parties for whoever is in the mood for a good time.
Have you ever been to one, Denise?
No, Rachel, but my close friend Annie has, and she is here in the studio with us ready to tell us all about these lavish parties.
Yes, let us please welcome our dear friend, Annie Wingham. Hello, it's my great pleasure to be here today. I'm nothing special, but I do in fact have an inside look on what one of Jay Gatsby's parties were really like. Hundreds of different people from everywhere you could think of joined together at Gatsby's palace. I met dozens and dozens of different people all there for the same thing, Gatsby's mind-blowing excitements.
Did you ever see Gatsby at one of these parties?
You know, Gatsby was a very closed-off person. There were many accusations of what he was really like or what he was capable of doing, but truly no one really knew. Wow, how interesting. He was a very secretive person?
You know, I heard that he was always just wandering around at his parties, and he blends in because no one really knows what he looks like.
That is true. I think I'd met him once or twice without even knowing it. Annie, as you know, Gatsby has unfortunately passed. I know that. I found out this morning from the newspaper store down the street from my house. It's just horrible news, even though I didn't know him personally. I feel he was a great person and deserves recognition after he's gone. I am glad we are talking about him today because he's a very giving man.
That is true. For someone to throw these parties for no reason whatsoever is extraordinary. Where in the world did he get all that money?
You know, Denise, I have heard many rumors. I don't even know what to believe. I can't necessarily choose one to believe because, sadly, I don't know or think we will ever know the truth.
Do you know anything about where he got all this money, Annie?
You know, I'm not sure, but I heard he inherited it from his parents after they passed, but I also heard he sold bootleg liquor. So I really don't know which one, but I am fairly certain one of those rumors are true. I understand he had money that he wanted to spend, but why throw these great parties? What for? I heard it was for a girl. How darling is that? The most romantic thing I ever heard.
Certainly romantic. I wonder who she is.
I wonder who killed him. Since he was such a secretive person, I bet he had some people that didn't really favor him. Also, many things he did on his free time that got him in trouble, maybe, I don't know.
That is surely a possibility, Rachel, but who cannot honor the great Gatsby for his kindness? Who could do such a thing?
I really have no idea. Did he have any friends or relatives that we know about?
I don't think so, Annie. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of information on this story, as it has happened so shortly ago.
Yes, thank you. Wow. Oh, wow. We have just received the real truth behind Jay Gatsby's mysterious murder. I was told that a few weeks ago, a car had hit and killed a man named George Wilson's wife. But no one knew who was behind the wheel. There was evidence forming that it was in fact Jay Gatsby, and George Wilson found his news and later shot and killed Gatsby.
Golly, that's horrid. I can't bear to hear such a thing.
Well, that's a lot of information to take in at once. That is bad news, but good news. We finally know what really happened and who killed him. Yeah, it's definitely a black and white situation, and I'm glad that I now know the true facts, and we don't have to sit here and wonder. He was a great man. I wonder what his funeral will be, or who will be invited.
Me too. We'll just have to wait and see, but for now, thank you, Annie, for joining us today.
Oh, no problem at all. It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me. Okay, well, that's it, folks. Stay tuned tomorrow for another mystery. But until then, we are signing off. I'm Rachel.
And this is Denise. And this is Rachel and Denise Live. See ya!